Hi guys, Rick Davis here again from LearnTVProduction.com. Today's topic is writing. I've pulled out 5 great tips for creative writing from an interview I did with professional author Katharina Gerlach. Kat writes fantasy, sci-fi, and a lot more. I think you're really going to enjoy this and find her tips helpful.
How do you manage to keep the momentum going when you actually sit down to write?
One trick I learned is to stop in the middle of a sentence. So when I stop on Monday, I write half the paragraph of what I'm planning to write, what I'm planning to start with the next day, and I stop right in the middle of a sentence. And then I close the documents and go away. And when I return the next day and I open the document, I know exactly what needs to be there to finish the sentence. And then the rest of the paragraph, and then the muse kicks in and writes the rest.
How have you managed to get yourself into that mode of just letting it flow and letting the story just get out on paper, if you will?
When I started using this method, I had a big sign over my monitor, and that said, crap happens. And so I allowed myself to write crap. And when I went back during revision, I found that half the stuff I thought it was crap at the time of writing wasn't as bad as I thought. So you have to let go of the idea that you can create the perfect novel or the perfect story right from the start. That's never going to happen. Even after revision, you will always find things that you could change if you had the time for it.
Have you ever come back on a rewrite and just realize it doesn't work, or it's not what I thought it was, and find that you have the ability to either trash it entirely or just hit it at such a different angle that it still works for you? Or will you let an idea that on, a revision will not work for you, but you go, oh, I'll live with it, and you'll push it through?
I'm never publishing anything that I'm not satisfied with. The thing is, I want my readers to enjoy the stories, and if I assume that my readers are not that different from myself, then I have to enjoy it too. That doesn't mean I make it perfect, because as I said before, there's no such thing as a perfect story, but I try to get it as good as I can. You have to trust yourself. Once you finish the research for whatever you want to write, and you have got all the knowledge inside of you, you can write it, whether it's a non-fiction article or a short story or a novel. You just have to trust yourself to write it. And you can always go back and repair things if they're not correct, but you have to get them down first, because you cannot rewrite an empty page. So you have to actually sit down and write. You will never be a writer if you don't write. Many beginning writers I think they are too awed by what's out there already. They think they'll never be that good, and they'll never be able to do this and to do that. But that's not the point of writing. The point of writing is to tell your stories. Even if you tell exactly the same story as someone else, it's not going to be exactly the same, because you are you. Your experiences are different, and your whole life is different, so the story will be different as well. I see that every time I get a writing prompt. There are so many different stories coming from the same prompt that just illustrates the point. You have to be you have to sit down and write, and everything else will follow.
Well, Kat, I want to thank you so much. We've been speaking with Katharina Gerlach, an author, fantasy, science fiction, and more. I've read some of your work. Incredible author. I really highly recommend you get a chance. You can see her works online. I'll leave some show notes down below where people can find your work. Kat, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. It's been very, very helpful for our writers.
It's been a lot of fun to be with you, and I hope it was helpful.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Kat.
I hope you found this video to be helpful. Please leave me a comment below and let me know if it was. Also, let me know of any writing tips that you find particularly useful for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you'll get my latest videos with video and television production tips. Just click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys.